car racing. Well, mini stocks is what they call this brand new sport. You might find it difficult to believe, but these cars are being driven by boys of under 16. Andrew Woods Dean was the lad who wrote to me about his love of speed. It's a far cry from the Haylook go-kart derbies we held a couple of years ago, when boys and girls were happy to trundle down a hill in their baby brother's old pram. And one of those go-karters was Andrew Woods Dean. Here he is, aged 12, before he discovered the real thing. Are you still having trouble with your engines? Last time I saw you, you got your end under a go-kart, now we're in a... what's this, a Mini?
Yeah, it's a mini stock.
Is it? What size engine is this?
850cc.
Well, this looks fairly conventional. Is there anything about this you've had to do to it to make it a bit different?
No, it's all standard.
Right, well, let's have a look inside, because it certainly isn't standard in there. No, well, yes, it is different in here. I mean, there's no seats for a start, but what else?
Well, the driver's seat's left, and we've had to put roll bars and side roll bars.
Now, this is the roll bars that we see here. Do you have to strengthen just the roof?
Well, yeah, the roof and just the sides to stop it going sideways and backwards and forwards.
Right, now, does that mean that you actually have physical contact when you're doing these stock cars?
Yeah.
Is that heavy going, or is it, it's not like the grown-up stock?
Sometimes it can hurt.
Can it?
Yeah.
So you've got to know all the rules in terms of crash helmets and all that sort of thing?
Yeah, you have to have a crash helmet and a harness.
Now then, we've got pipes coming through to here. It looks to me as if you've got the radiator in the back. I thought they were usually in the front.
Well, they normally are, but this one got punctured, so we had to put it in the back.
Did you?
Yeah.
And that looks like the petrol tank next to it?
Yeah, that had a hole in it as well.
Well, I'm glad they don't carry passengers. It'd be a bit painful sitting on a pipe. Oh, no carpets either. It all takes place at Matchams racetrack at Ringwood. An evening of sidecars, stock cars, demolition derbies, and, as a curtain raiser, 10 to 16-year-olds driving mini stocks. That's Wayne Woods Dean, Andrew's brother. This has to be a family sport because all of these lads count on Dad's help to keep the car running. Some of the fathers drive stock cars themselves, while mums sit on the sidelines and worry. The cars take the track for a practice run. They tell me that a Mini is good for young stock car racers because it's very stable and won't roll even when it's hit by another car. The lad's top speed is about 14 miles per hour and they never get out of second gear. Andrew Woods Dean even has time to check who he's passed. Or is it who's coming behind? I was seeing this sport for the first time and it wasn't long before I began to feel a bit uneasy. These are real cars, being driven by, well, let's face it, kids. Wasn't it just being a wet blanket, or was there a real possibility of danger for these young lads? The red flag orders all the young drivers to stop. John Stanley, aged 12. He's lucky to come out of that with just a muddy face and a bruised hand. One of the families who have really taken to this family sport are the Couplands. Dad races, and so do his two sons, Matthew, that's Mad Matthew, aged 11, and brother Stephen, 14. How does it feel to sit on the sidelines? Mrs. Coupland?
Very nervous. Always am, yes.
Do you feel relaxed now they've done it?
Yes, but I enjoy it when the race is over and I know he's not racing, and I enjoy.
Does the whole household get wound up,
yes,
before the race?
Yes.
How do you cope with it?
Well, I just keep quiet. Because they're all so nervous, and my husband just goes off quiet on his own, and I know he's nervous because he's been busy this afternoon. He's been so nervous with the boys racing, more nervous when he goes out there himself.
Now, when they come home, is there a sort of release of energy so much they're all happy and
we have
won't?
post-mortem all the way home.
What about the age range? Do you agree with that 10 to 16, or do you think...
I think it would be nice if they could bring it down a little bit to, say, 10, 13.
Yeah.
Because I think, over 13, they're starting to get a bit big, and it's a little bit unfair on the
They seem
little
fearless, don't they? Are your two?
Yes, absolutely. Well, the eldest one gets a little bit nervous, He's inclined to be quite happy to sit at the back, But the younger one, he's just full of it. He just loves it,
I I reckon they should take notice of Mrs. Coupland's idea of rethinking the age groups. It's a bit tough on the 10-year-olds to be racing the big guys. But there's no doubt that all the lads racing tonight do it because they love it. The Woods Deans even painted their cars in hey-look colours. And in the end, well, these lads are bound to be better drivers, and they'll certainly know what's going on under the bonnet. John Stanley cops it again. But he's okay. In spite of all the apparent rough stuff, these lads are racing under controlled conditions, and the injuries, if there are any, are bumps and bruises. Come on, Hey Look. Hey Look came second. Oh.
Appreciation and applause for a young man, Mr. Cooper, Andy Cooper, Master Cooper.
Well done, Andy. Congratulations. A good race?
Yeah.
How did it go?
Not too bad.
Oh, yeah, here's your trophy. Great pleasure to present you with this. It's a great race. Yeah? Hold it up for everybody to see. Big clap for Andy. Hello. Cool, those stop puzzling. Things have changed a lot from the old soapbox on wheels I had. I wonder why they called them soapboxes. I mean, why not toothpaste boxes? Hello. Oh, yeah, and we had pedal cars as well. Ah, pedal cars. These young children are from Beaulieu Primary School in the New Forest. They're dressed up in clothes that the folks used to wear when your granddad was a lad. And the pedal cars, well, they're the sort of toy cars that children might have had over 50 years ago.
Christopher. Come on, dear, answer up. Christopher! Christopher! Where are you, dear? Norman? We'll just have to do without Christopher. Norman? Norman, dear? They must have set off for Birmingham. There, then. Oh, don't touch. There you go. Now, oh!
The program that's always on the move now brings you something new. The program that has bounce, now has a secret. Yes, back in the good old days, it was a bicycle, which gave birth to a magical caravan. Yes, the program that has Get Up and Go gave you Wonder Lady's Wonder Machine. And the fastest of them all, Hot One. And now...
Well, come on, dear, come on, show it to us, show it to us. He's a little wonder, a little treasure, dears. Oh, Christopher, will be pleased.
Dennis, I know it's cold out there. The wind will put a bit of fresh air up your feathers. Now then, I wonder what's on the telly. Yay!